Talking right now about the debt ceiling deal brokered by the White House and Republican leaders over the weekend. It got its first test this afternoon when the bill went before the House Rules Committee.
The legislation would raise the government debt ceiling and set spending limits for federal dollars. But the bill is facing its first major hurdle today. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp joins us live from the U.S. Capitol. Rachel, what's happening?
Good evening, Mike and Eva. So even though there's a deal between the president and the speaker, it's not considered a done deal yet. That bill right now is being discussed in the House Rules Committee right now. But before this committee even met, a handful of hard right Republicans who are on the committee are pushing back on this legislation, arguing that the plan doesn't have enough spending cuts and are threatening to use their power on the Rules Committee to try to keep it from reaching the House floor. Right now, the Republicans outnumber the Democrats on this committee 9-4. If the hard right Republicans decide to push back on this legislation, the other Republicans might turn to the Democrats to push this legislation through. Some political analysts say if the speaker needs to turn to the Democrats to get this legislation through, he could look weak and make him vulnerable if there's an effort to take him off the speaker role. Now, for the most part, members during this House Rule Committee, they're pointing the finger at each other. They're taking jabs at members on the other side of the aisle. But again, if this legislation does make it through this committee and onto the House floor, we do expect the House to vote on it as early as tomorrow. Mike, Eva, back to you.